Hey, this is Mr. Barr, and today we're going to start multiplying polynomials. Suppose you want to make error-correcting codes to do things like communicating with spacecraft, manufacturing CDs, and designing computer memory systems. Encoding and decoding BCH codes involves multiplying polynomials. Now, I didn't know that until I researched this, but there is a use for this. In theory, the BCH codes, or Bose, Chaudhuri, oh my goodness, I don't know, codes form a class of cyclic error-correcting codes that are constructed using polynomials over a finite field, also called Galois field. Once again, stuff I looked up. Now, this is just an example of distribution, and you'll see that we actually get the same answer either way that I do this. So if I do 4 plus 5, I get 9. And if I do 3 times 9, I get 27, right? And then right here, if I do 3 times 4 is 12. And if I do 3 times 5, that's 15. And if I add those together, I also get 27. So hopefully I'm convincing you that distribution actually does work. And now a couple reviews of just how I multiply monomials. So right here I have 2 times 4, which is 8. Once again, these are not your notes yet. 2 times 4 is 8. X times x is x squared. 3 times 4 is 12. X, I have 1x here, and I have 2 x's there, so this is x to the third. 3 times 5 is negative 15. And I have 2 x's here and 2 x's there, so it's x to the fourth. So that is how I multiply monomials. And now, now let's do a little bit of notes here. So in our notes, let's do this one in our notes. Okay, so let's start our notes. Up at the top, I need your name. And our title is Multiplying Polynomials. And our first example will be 3x times 4x squared. So 3 times 4 is 12. And x times x times x is x to the third. And then let's do this one. I have 3 x, y, and I have 4 x squared y. So the air bubbles are going to play with the air bubbles, the x's with the x's, and the y's with the y's. It's actually like 3 problems in one. So 3 times 4 is 12. X times x times x is x to the third. Y times y is y squared. So this one right here, you don't have to put it in your notes, but this would be 3 times negative 5, which is negative 15. X, I've what, x squared and x squared, that's going to be x to the fourth. And y squared is just hanging out by itself. let's do this top one in our notes. So now we're going to do it with some distribution. So I have 2x, 5x plus 4. Here's the distribution. So 2x times 5x is 10x squared, and 2x times 4 is 8x. Let's do this one. So this is a monomial. Times a binomial. So let's do this in our notes also. Oh, times a trinomial, excuse me. 5x squared plus 3x plus 2. So we're going to do some distribution here. And that's going to give me 3 times 5, which is 15. X squared times x squared, x to the 4th. 3 times 3 is 9. X squared times x is x to the 3rd. 2 times 3 is 6. X squared. All right, so let's do some, these are practice ones that you can either do on your own or with me if you're watching this live. So let's do this one. So I will do it. We're done with the notes though. These are your notes for today. Your notes are, let's see, those are the notes. This is what I expect you to check in with. Those are the notes for today. And now the rest of this is just practicing. So let me try this one. Draw my screen. So 4 times 2 is 8. X squared minus 32 x. Another practice. 12 times 5, that's 60. X to the 3rd minus 36 x squared minus 12 x. Ooh, I like this one. All right, so 3 times 5 is 15. X times x is x to the x times x squared is x to the 3rd. Y times y is y squared. Now I'm going to do the second jump right here. So 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. X times x is x squared. Y times y is y squared. Now the last one. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3 xy. All right, and that's my video for today.